Hello everyone. Today topic splitting of signals. This is the continuation of position of signals. Splitting of signals. In NMR spectroscopy, the signals splittings will be explained. When we see the signal, this is singlet. When we close resonance observation, these signal splits into some multiples. That is known as splitting of signals. This splitting of signals is due to form because of adjacent protons. Splitting is due to interaction of spin of protons with that of another proton on adjacent carbon. That means, for example, these are the two signals. When we observe close observation of this splits into some certain multiples. This splitting is due to the due to the adjacent carbon protons. For example, equivalent protons do not cause splitting. For example, here this is CH3CH2Cl, ethyl chloride. In ethyl chloride, we have two types of equivalent protons. One is A type, one is B type. For example, A type of signal splits into adjacent carbon containing two protons, 2 plus 1. This is according to already in our previous lecture we discussed about spin multiplicity because of n plus 1 rule. N is adjacent carbon containing protons. So signal A splits into triplet. That is, signal A has adjacent carbon has two protons. 2 plus 1 is 3. That is triplet. Signal B has quartet. It depends upon adjacent protons. The multiplicity is due to the adjacent proton. This type of coupling is called spin-spin coupling. Here the splitting, the triplet or quartet, the triplet is due to the coupling of these two protons. The quartet, here B signal, when we observe close resonance, we get quartet. This quartet is due to the coupling of these three adjacent protons according to n plus 1 rule. So this is called spin-spin coupling. We see the another example. Before going to the example, here we discuss about equivalent protons do not cause splitting. Already we know only the splitting is due to the adjacent protons, not equivalent protons. The multiplicity of hyperfine structure depends upon the number of protons on adjacent carbon. The hyperfine structure, when we observe close resonance, the multiplicity is due to the adjacent carbons. It is equal to n plus 1 or 2ni plus 1. Here I value, here we discuss about proton NMR spectroscopy. I value for proton hydrogen atom is 1 by 2. When we substitute 1 by 2, we get n plus 1. So here we take it as n plus 1 has spin multiplicity. Another example, here we have to take propyl bromide. In propyl bromide, according to the equivalent protons, we get three signals. Here one type of equivalent protons, here another type of equivalent protons, here another type of equivalent protons. For each equivalent protons, we get each signal. So here we get three signals. In signal A, this is CH3. CH3 gets splits into it depends upon adjacent carbon containing protons. Here adjacent, this CH3 has this adjacent carbon containing two protons according to n plus 1 rule. 2 plus 1 equal to 3. So this signal A splits into triplet. Here this is the CH2. This is B signal. This B signal has two adjacent carbons, each containing here 3, here 2. Total 5. 5 adjacent protons. 5 according to n plus 1. 5 plus 1 equal to 6. So this B signal multiplicity is sextet. Again, here C signal has only one adjacent carbon, has two hydrogens, two protons. These two protons, 2 plus 1 according to n plus 1, 2 plus 1 equal to 3. So we get triplet. Again, we discuss about another example, ethanol. Ethanol CH3, CH2, OH. Here we have 3 types of protons, so we get 3 signals. Here signal A has 2 adjacent protons. According to 2 plus 1 we get 3 triplet. Signal B, here this signal B has CH2 has here 3 protons, here 1 protons, total 3. According to CH3 has 3 equivalent protons. Due to 3 equivalent protons we get quartet. This is 1 proton, so according to 1 plus 1 we get doublet and quartet. Another example, acetaldehyde, that is CH3 CHO. We get 2 signals because of 2 types of protons present here. Signal A has only one adjacent proton, so signal A split into doublet. Signal B has 3 adjacent protons, so signal B has quartet. Again, ethyl acetate. In ethyl acetate, the structure of ethyl acetate is CH3COO, CH2, CH3. Here we have 3 types of protons, so we get 3 signals in NMR spectrum. So here CH3. In CH3 has adjacent carbons but do not have any adjacent protons. So it get only one signal. So it is signal A, multiplicity is singlet. Whereas B has 3 adjacent protons. So according to n plus 1, 3 plus 1 equal to 4. So signal B has quartet. Signal C has 2 adjacent protons. 2 plus 1 equal to 3. This is triplet. This is our spin-spin coupling or splitting of signals. Next, integration or peak area. These, according to this spin-spin coupling, these are signals are splits into some multiples. These splitting, how much intensity they split, it is depend upon the number of protons. For example, here ethyl alcohol. Here we have 3 types of protons, A type, B type, C type. Here A type we have 3 hydrogens, 3 protons. B signal we have 2 protons. C type we have 1 proton. So the ratio of these signals is 3:2:1. For example, when we get the spectrum, that time A signal gets to compared to here, these are the signals. For example, these two have same hydrogen atoms. For example, here also we have 3 hydrogens. Here also we have 3 hydrogens. So we get same intensity peak. Here what happened? A is to B is to 3, that is 3:2:1 means here 3 type have this type of signal, 2 type has little bit smaller than to this A type, and C type has little bit smaller than to B type. This is the ratio. So it is directly proportional to the number of protons giving rise to that peak. So here we have another example. Here we have total 2 types of protons. One is A type, one is B type. A type has 9 protons, B type has 3 protons. So the ratio is A is to B equal to 9:3. Next, very important topic. In every time in our annual exams come to these questions, NMR spectrum of ethyl bromide. We see the ethyl bromide. All of you know the structure of ethyl bromide, that is CH3 CH2 Br. According to our previous class, we have how many equivalent protons? Here we have 3 equivalent protons. Here we have 2 equivalent protons. So we get 2 signals corresponding to A type and B type. Again, this CH3 signal is triplet. Why? Because this CH3 signal has two adjacent protons. 2 plus 1, 3. So, CH3 signal is triplet. CH2 signal has 3 adjacent protons. 3 plus 1, 4. So, CH2 signal is quadret. Okay. Here, according to experimental values, the triplet of CH3 protons will be observed at 0.1 to 1 delta, and quadret of CH2 protons will be observed at 1.5 to 2 delta. According to triplet and quadret, this triplet signal has 0.1 to 1 delta. This is 0 to 10 delta value. Here this is the 0.1 to 1 delta. In between these delta values we observe the triplet, that is A type. This B type has quadret 1.5 to 2. Between these two we get quadret signal. This is the NMR spectrum of ethyl bromide. Again, NMR spectrum of acetaldehyde. In acetaldehyde we have two types of protons, so we get two signals. This CH3 signal is doublet because here we have only one adjacent proton. Due to coupling with CHO we get doublet. This CHO has 3 adjacent protons. Coupling of these 3 CH3 we get quadret. Here we doublet observed at 2 to 3.5 delta, quadret observed at 9 to 9.8 delta. So the peak area is 1:3. B is to A equal to 1:3. Here B have only one proton, A have 3 protons. So the ratio is 1:3. Here we observed doublet we observed 2 to 3.5 delta. This is for A. Here this is for B signal, we get quadret. So in the same way you have to write NMR spectrum for 1,1,2 tribromoethane. Again, ethyl acetate and acetophenone. Ethyl acetate and acetophenone. This is your homework. Do this work. Thank you. This is the total NMR spectroscopy.